Welcome to the Quip Corner. Guess what? This is my 35th video. Who would have known? Things add up when you start. You know, like they say, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. I spent some time thinking about this video, and it was very interesting, that it's landing on the day before the last day of the year. One more day and this year will be over forever. While I was looking back on the other videos I had done, I just realized that on the 2nd of December, I talked about Quip 30. Totally unplanned. Today, the 30th of December, I will be talking about Quip 2. I can't explain why such connections tickle me, but they tickle me a lot. Join me in the Quip Corner. See you in a bit. So welcome again to the Quip Corner. I'm really glad and actually honored that you could join me in the Quip Corner today, one day before the end of 2020. Interesting. If you think back to 2020 and all the excitement and the hype, the beginning of a new decade, talk about starting the decade with a bang. We sure did start this decade with a bang. So the question is, how are you going to start 2021? Have you given that a thought? I'm sure you'll get an idea or two from this video. From the beginning of this year to this moment, I'm sure we have learned a lot of new things. Many things about spending time with our family, about how it is possible to work effectively from home. Whether or not, you find out that you're sleeping in the office or working at home. There have been a lot of jokes about that. Another thing that I think has really come to the fore is how interdependent we are on one another. The example that comes to mind is how we have been encouraged and in some places actually mandated to wear masks to protect others. Truly, you don't do life alone. And as I pondered about this year, Quip 2 came to mind. It says, living independent of God doesn't diminish God in any way. Living independent of God doesn't diminish God in any way. There are people who think that they can get on without God. I'm here to tell you can't. God is all we need. God is the creator of everything that we see and everything that we use. I remember reading a nice quip years ago, which says, without God, man is nothing. Without man, God is everything. So really, we need God more than he needs us. That's something that we should never, ever forget. Trying to live independent of God is setting yourself up for failure. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah 29:11 that God knows the plans he has for us. He has great plans laid out for us. But the only way you can find out and fulfill those plans if you first find God and spend time getting to know him better. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us who holds the future. In fact, Ralph Abernathy an American civil rights activist and a Baptist minister said, "I don't know what the future may hold, but I know who holds the future." Isn't that such a great way to live? Being in contact with the person who knows the future. Jeremiah 10:23 tells us, "Lord, I know that none of us are in charge of our own destiny. None of us have control over our own life." So the sooner we realize that trying to live independent of God is to our detriment, the sooner we'll start living the lives that we really want to live, fulfilling lives, filled with God's blessings and many great things happening to us. Billy Graham of most blessed memory said, "Life without God is like an unsharpened pencil. It has no point." Life without God is like an unsharpened pencil. It has no point. I'm sure we already know what an unsharpened pencil looks like. And we know what a sharpened pencil looks like. And I chose these two pencils on purpose. This is definitely longer, but really not of much value until it's sharpened. This is shorter, but because it is sharpened, it can make impact. So I encourage you to take time and get to know God. If you haven't already given your life, now, today is a great day to give your life to Jesus. And your life will then be sharpened and you'll be able to make impact, not just in 2021, but for the rest of your life. Thanks again for joining me in the Quip Corner in year 2020. I look forward to seeing you again next week, which is actually next year. Happy New Year. God bless you.